Hi everyone, this is Dylan Mandel with Nebraska Extension, and today I'm at the UNL Plant and Pest Diagnostic Clinic. We're going to look at some samples that just came back from the field as we get into this late season. We've got Cooper here and we've got Banu here. Both of them were just out looking at plants and they brought in this whole selection. And now we're here with Kyle Broderick to help us break down a little bit of what we're seeing here. And Kyle, what do you call the name of this season right now?
This is autopsy season. You know, we got dead plants. What killed this plant? I don't know. All sorts of things. So we'll cut them open, see what we can figure out. One of the cool things that we are seeing though, this time of year, a lot of kind of orange, pinkish, salmon colored growth at the base of the root. And they'll just rub right off. But there's a couple different fungi that can do that. One big one is Clonostachys. What its main impact on the plant is still kind of we're trying to figure that out. But whatever it is, it's nothing too major, really nothing to worry about right now.
But it's certainly a confusing thing to see when you bring plants in and you see growths like that on the base of those plants. It's alarming, right? But there's several things going on here, and these two plants you have a lot of red staining here on the stem. Like, what's that red staining associated with?
Well, you know, it can be a few different things. A few different things can cause red. Typically, when we are seeing red coloration on plants, it's because that plant is producing sugar and it doesn't know what to do with that sugar. And as we can tell, we don't have good pods on this plant, and so whatever sugar those leaves were producing had nowhere to go. It ends up being accumulated in the plant. Now the other weird thing, you go right up from this red area and it gets nice and bleached right here. Oh, Cooper, Banu, what causes that?
White mold might be one of the reasons.
And what's made by white mold that's causing bleaching?
Oxalic acid.
Oxalic acid, very good. And as we cut it open, oh,
it bounced out.
It bounced out.
But you could see right here on those pods. Oh, here, down here by your thumb.
Oh, yep.
We've got a little bit right there. So those are the survival structures of that white mold.
And
oh, another thing.
You got Dectes stem borer right underneath the little sawdust plug that it makes to overwinter. And that's what makes the bottom of this plant super brittle to where it'll just snap off.
So this gets very complicated during autopsy season, where we look at this plant and we can see 5 different things going on with it.
We didn't even mention charcoal rot on there.
Nope. So it's hard to say what did this one in, and how do you make that decision?
Yeah, you know, in some cases it is a little bit easier when we do have a big disease like white mold or sudden death syndrome. You know, one of those that is known to cause a lot of issues. Typically, that's going to be what the biggest problem on this plant was. However, when we don't have those, it really is just a combination of things. This time of year we find anthracnose, charcoal rot, pod and stem blight, and stem canker on pretty much every sample that comes in. Combine that with the weather that we've had this year, the lack of root systems, potentially we have a lot of rotten tap roots, and so right here we have this tap root that just kind of turns into a little mouse tail. That's not a healthy tap root on a soybean. It should be a lot bigger. It's an indication that we had some early season root rot, and now as we're getting close to harvest and these plants just aren't filling out the way that we thought, these dinky roots, a lot of these other problems we've been talking about, that's the reason why.
Starts to explain it. All right, well, thanks again, Kyle, for giving us a little bit of a show today. Again, I'm Dylan Mandel with Nebraska Extension, and this has been a crop update for the week.